Spain invented the guitar. Not the rock and roll guitar, which the United States takes credit for. Spain invented the classical guitar, and all those guys on stage, you know, they put their foot up on a thing to keep their leg up, and that's how they play. And I can just hear how Albeni turned a piano into a guitar. And it's so many notes, and I mean, on a piano it's very difficult. On the guitar he's strumming, and so there's a lot of strings, but
it's
that's
a
difficult.
favorite piece for guitar players.
Yes.
What is the name of it again?
Suite Española. It's the song is called Asturias, and it's by Isaac Albeni. Famous. He's got a lot of repertoire, and most of it is for guitar and piano, and it's very difficult. But beautiful, just brings you right there. Oh, so going down my program. So next up is clavelitos. Clavelitos. So I thought I would. All the ladies, feel free to take one after the concert. Clavelitos. So I was saying that in German I did violets. In Italian I did le violette, grassi, whatever, all the violets. So I always pick a flower and then I go through like the countries, like which one am I going to sing? So carnations, only Spain had carnations. It is the flower of Spain, carnations, red carnations in particular. Clavelitos. So while there I am in Spain studying at the conservatory, and all the Spaniards are like trying to get Roselle to sing clavelitos, and all I kept thinking of, well, you know, I wasn't thinking of carnations, I was thinking of My Fair Lady. You know, when she was hanging the basket, she was in the street, who will buy my flowers, who will buy my lovely violets, you know? And here I am trying to, like, every time they said, sing clavelitos, I was thinking, all I could drum up was the image of My Fair Lady and her basket and her walking through the streets and singing, you know? So, anyway, that's clavelitos. So, little carnations. Okay. Oh, yes. Back to the castañuelas, otherwise known as castanets. So put the masculine on the left and put the female on the right, which means high note, low note. Castanets 101. Yes. Clavelitos. Moving right along. Okay. Poor Rich. Rich is like, oh my God, that lady really lives next door. No wonder. No wonder. Who knew?
I hear this all the time.
Rich is afraid to go home right now. I pass on my flower because I can't stay here. So, okay. Ready.
Si tú me
months, and I have red ones and pink ones and claritos. Okay. So, changing the whole vibe on this one. Okay, so this one is a really pretty song. Fernando Obrador, so now we're going all the way up to the north, over to the right, to Barcelona. Very Catalan. He's a composer who took poems, old poems, and then put them to his music. So he did the arrangements. And this one is a very pretty one, and it's just saying, you know, like in old Spain, where most of the houses in Spain had an interior patio or an exterior patio, and they had the big jugs of water that I imagine like at Cana, at the wedding of Cana, and you know, they had water jugs, they had wine jugs. So on this patio of this girl is a water jug, and the boy wishes that he could be that water jug, so that every time she went to take a drink, he could kiss her lips. So it's very sweet. And they're talking about her beautiful hair that's always, with the Spanish women, always in a braid. So her hair is braided, and he's talking about how subtly beautiful it is, and that's it. Well, of course you knew that because you have the translation. So, hold on, one more sip. This is dandelion tea, by the way. would like to hear two more, I have two more for an encore, but I'm not supposed to ask if you're I didn't see anybody get up and leave. The official program would be over now. Jesus, when he went home, they weren't very nice to him. But you seem to be very nice to me, so yes, so it's a good thing, not a bad thing. So, another little story about this song. So it's probably not one that I should really sing, and hopefully nobody takes it off my Facebook page and sends it to the conservatory in Spain, where my teachers will rip me apart. But I got tired of being a student and just listening and whatever and not saying and understanding, it's a lot to study and just, anyway, so now I'm out of there, I do my own thing. Probably, whatever, I am going to sing it because as a consequence of breast cancer, you can get lymphedema, which I did get. And it didn't last a super long time, so I shouldn't really be telling you this and complaining. But my hand blew up for a while, a couple of months, and it was, it's painful, it is what it is. Anyway, so I went for lots of massages and things, and they do this diaphragmatic breathing, which I thought, Roselle, why don't you do it yourself, because that's what you do when you sing. So I said, you know what, I'm going to sing more. But I realized that I needed to sing very difficult pieces. Hence, difficult, so get a hold of yourselves if it's not wonderful. Anyway, so the more difficult the piece, the more I would feel my hand click. So I would breathe and I would practice on the piano and try to practice this song. I said, I want to do something that I love, that's beautiful, that's difficult to sing, and I want to do it. I'm tired of doing the ones that aren't as difficult to sing. And what happened was I felt my hand clicking, and the next day I would wake up and my hand was less swollen. So I said, sat down at the piano and I took out the cello, sat down at the piano, played again, did my diaphragmatic breathing, sang difficult songs, and my hand got less swollen. And I thought, So then I said, well, if the diaphragmatic breathing can do it, maybe the cello bowl will do it too. So she got the cello and I started practicing, and my hand got less swollen. So, I don't know if it's like the massage thing or whatever, I don't know what it is, but the breathing definitely helps the singing, and it helps lymphedema. So maybe that's a way to sell opera, I don't know. It's a new way to get the opera world, and try diaphragmatic breathing, it might work for you. It worked for me, but anyway, here we go. So, Un bel di vedremo, which I should have not wasted, I should be telling you what it's about. You probably all know it. Madame Butterfly, very sad, she's Japanese, she falls in love with an American sailor. He winds up being more than a sailor, captain, whatever he is. He says he's going to come back for her. This is all during World War II. No, it can't be because Jews didn't live during World War II, Roselle. So at some point in history, way before that. So so her name is Butterfly. He calls her Butterfly. He comes back, and she's been waiting for 3 years. She's now pregnant. She's got a baby. She's waiting for the ship. The ship comes in, the Roomba of the ship, and she sees the ship coming in, and she's waiting and waiting. And when he disembarks, she actually sees that he's with his American wife and has completely forgotten about her. And she's been waiting all this time. It's very sad and very tragic. And at the end, I didn't want to tell you, it's either typhoid or something gets you, suicide, whatever. So something will get you at the end, and I don't believe she was the fat lady who stopped singing. She was in a kimono and thin. But anyway, it's sad, but it is very challenging physically. So it's good to sing it because it's really challenging and it makes my hand feel good. So on that note. Sorrento, if anybody has been down there, the Costa Amalfi, Naples, Ischia, Sardinia, Salerno, it's all like right there, where Campania, the region, it's right there, Italy. It's a beautiful, Torna Sorrento is the Neapolitan way of saying Sorrento, which is a city down there in the Naples area, well, the town right on the water, in the Amalfi Coast. So, it's a Neapolitan, the Portese Neapolitan songwriter. It's written in Napolitano, and it's a dialect of Italian, and it's a good song. Pavarotti seemed to enjoy it as well.
Oh